Okay, the following section is on prisms, finding the lateral area, surface area, and then volume of prisms. A prism is just a three-dimensional figure with two congruent parallel bases. So when you're naming a prism and when you're finding the perimeter of the base or the area of the base, your job first is to identify what the base is. The base is going to be the non-rectangular figure of the prism. So in example number 1, the base would be the triangle. And we would name the prism by its base. So this is a triangular prism. Okay, so for number 2 and 3, first identify what the base is and then name the prism. So number 2 is a hexagon for the base, and the name for that is a hexagonal prism. Number 3, the base is an octagon, and we call it an octagonal prism. First, we're going to calculate how to find the lateral area of a prism. The lateral area means the sum of the lateral faces, and the lateral faces are the faces of the prism that include everything except for the base. So if you were to look at this triangle here, if I wanted to find the lateral area, I'm finding the area of the rectangles that make up the prism. I'm just not finding the area of the triangles that make up the prism. To find the lateral area of a prism, the formula is big P times H, where the big P stands for the perimeter of the base. So if it's a rectangular prism, the perimeter we would just use the side faces as our base. But if it's clearly a triangular prism, then we would find the perimeter of the triangle would stand for the big P. H is representing the height of the prism. The height of the prism will be the length of the side that you're not using when you find the perimeter of the base. So the height would be one of the sides of the rectangle going horizontally. It would not include the side lengths of the triangle that we use to find our perimeter. Okay, so for the first example, first let's identify what our base is. Well, the base of the figure is, and I know it doesn't appear to look like a cube, but all of these side lengths are going to be 10 meters. So the base is going to be the figure of a square. So if we want to find the lateral area of the prism, we find the perimeter of our base times the height of our prism. The perimeter of our base will be 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, or 40. So the perimeter is going to be 40. The height of our prism is going to be 10. So the lateral area is going to be the perimeter times the height, which is a total of 400 meters cubed, or squared, sorry. We're speaking of area. Okay, so for example B, we want to find the perimeter of our base, where our base is going to be a triangle. The perimeter of the base, well, we have to find all three sides of the triangle in order to know what our perimeter is. Because we only know this side and this side, we need to find the hypotenuse. So first, we're going to find the hypotenuse. C squared equals A squared plus B squared, where C squared is 8 squared plus 6 squared. We're going to take C squared, which is 64 plus 36. C squared is 100. So the square root of 100 gives me my third side, which is 10. So the perimeter of this triangle is going to be 8 plus 6 plus 10, which is a total of 24. The height of the prism will be the length that we haven't used yet. It's going to be that 12 feet. So the lateral area will be my perimeter 24, times my height, 12. And we should get a total of 288 square feet. Alright, I'd like for you to pause the video and try example C on your own. And we should have gotten a total of 36 square inches. If you didn't, raise your hand or ask a neighbor. Okay, so lateral area only talks about the area of the lateral faces. The surface area means all of our faces combined, the area of every face that we can see on the prism. So we're going to take the sum of the lateral area and the area of the two bases. So it's the area of all of our surfaces. The formula is S equals L plus 2B, where L stands for the lateral area that we found in our previous examples, perimeter times the height. The base means the area of one of the bases. So that's why it's going to be important to identify in the beginning what is the base, and then that way when we go to use the surface area formula, we know to find the area of that base. So to find the surface area of the prism, we start by finding the lateral area. For our perimeter, we're going to find the perimeter of this rectangle here. So it would be 8 plus 6 plus 8 plus 6, or 2 times 8 plus 2 times 6, which gives me a total of 28. And the height of our prism is going to be 14. So we find the lateral area, which is 28 times 14. So 392. Then we need to find the area of the two bases. So we would find the area of the rectangle, which would be 6 times 8. So that base area is 48. Two of those bases would be 48 times 2, which is 96. Then we combine the lateral area with two base areas. So 392 plus 96 gives me a total of 488 square meters. Okay, example B. We're going to find the lateral area first, so we need to find the perimeter of our base. Our base this time is a triangle where they give us 4 here and 3 vertical. So the perimeter of our base is 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is a total of 12. So 3 plus 4 plus 5. The height of our prism is going to be the measurement that we haven't used yet. So it's going to be 5. So our lateral area is 12 times 5, which gives us a total of 60 square centimeters. Now to find the area of the two bases. The base is a triangle, and the area of a triangle is 1/2 the triangle's base times height. So 1/2 of 3 times 4. Because remember, the base and the height are perpendicular to each other in a triangle. So we get a total of 6 for the area of the base. We want the area of two bases. So 2 times 6, which is 12. So to find the total surface area, we add the lateral area, 60, to the area of the bases, which is 12. So this gives us a total surface area of 72 square centimeters. Okay, so I'd like for you to try number 5 on your own. In order to find the area of the base and even the perimeter of the base, you're going to have to find the hypotenuse of this right triangle. See if you get what I get. So your total surface area should be 180 square inches. Okay, so I'd like for you to move on to video number 2.